Islam doesn't limit our culture.
In the buses, they were like staring at me like, why are you wearing like this?
I want to be a leader and I wanted to become president of our school, but they just didn't let me to become because of my scarf.
What age did you decide to wear the hijab?
Oh yeah, it's a long story, I'm sorry, but I will just make it short. 9 years ago or 10 years ago, it was a bit hard in Kyrgyzstan to wear. But I was not wearing like such a this. I was like wearing a scarf, yeah, like turban. I was a kid. I was like wearing different colors. It was like I'm wearing something Islamic or something like this. But when it was like school time, you know, it was a bit hard because our schools, they appreciated short skirts, but if you are wearing a bit longer than your knees, they are talking like, why are you wearing like a granny, you know, like it's not allowed in our school. So it was hard for me, like, you know, some different people that I don't know, they came up to me and asking, why are you wearing like this? Are you married? I was like, you know, like 13 years old or 14, but why do they ask things like this? And but I just like smiled at this and went like from these people that distract me like from my life. And
Yeah, my story is a little bit different. In my family, I always knew that I'm a Muslim, but I never knew what does it mean to be a Muslim, and I never asked myself this question. I just knew some like dua, which my mom taught me, and she said that there is God, and that's all. But we don't have information about who is the Prophet Muhammad and what is Quran, and we always had Quran in our shelves, yeah, but we don't read it, we don't open it, and I am from that type of family. And my family was very okay with that, and me also was very okay with that. Till the moment when I started interacting with the Muslim people who are practicing it, and then I started like praying first time, and it was a little bit difficult because in my family no one prays. It was the questions from them like, why do you do it? You are so young. It's like time for you go out to meet guys, not like to pray and to like limit yourself. And Alhamdulillah, I got a scholarship and went to Brunei. And at that time I was not wearing hijab. I just went there, and then I decided that it's time to start wearing because I have here no one who will say me no, don't do it. It's just me, and everyone is wearing it, so it's very easy. It was easy for me. Alhamdulillah, Allah made it easy for me. So, but her is more dramatic.
let's hear.
I have aunt, she was very religious and she always came to our house and always talking about Islam, but I haven't take her words very serious. One day she brought to our home one teacher of Islam. She told me a story about the creating of Adam, that Adam was created by Allah and this devil is like he is our enemy. And I started to pray 5 times, but no one didn't know about it because I was shy of it. It took 4 years for me to wear hijab because it was very I was afraid of opinion of my classmates, about the opinion of my relatives, and as it's shown when I read, they all told me very different things that made me sad. For example, even grandmother said, why you cannot be just normal girl? You know, it's like if I wear hijab I became abnormal.
The stereotypes, yes, they say like if you are wearing hijab, if you're like doing such things, you can be a designer, or I mean, you can just go to TV, or you can be a vlogger or blogger. You mean like you don't have to have an opinion.
Like wear hijab, they think that you are like kind of old man, like you are not modern.
So we always respect the rules, Islamic tradition, but at the same time we do modern things, and I try to show it in my work. Like I'm a designer.
So my parents were afraid that it will be very hard for me to get some success in medicine. They want me to become professor, and they thought that it will be hard for me because of my hijab. But now I already 6 years in medical academy.
Islam doesn't close me the doors. I mean, like it opens the doors.
So to be a Muslim just doesn't mean to call yourself a Muslim. To be a Muslim, it's like to be like obedient to God, yeah, and to follow whatever He says to you.
And now, yes, sometimes there are some people that don't like us. It is, and it will be. And we have to communicate. And I'm wearing like this. I'm wearing hijab, and it's okay for me. Like I'm proud.